Okay. Looks like we are in the house. Good morning, millionaires. Let's trying this thing where we rolling with Instagram as well. So I hope this works out good this morning. How y'all feel today? How's everybody doing? Every Monday we focus on mindset, right? Every Tuesday we do sales tips. Every Wednesday.
And so muted. Entry and exit tones are off.
Yeah. So I hope you're feeling incredible this morning. My name is Haziq Ali. I'm a revenue acceleration coach and somebody who's dedicated helping you go further, faster, with less effort. And more than any of that, a fellow entrepreneur. I'm somebody who is super serious about changing his life through the power of service. I'm somebody who's super serious about making it clear to my God that I want to represent his love, his light, his grace, his mercy, his wisdom. And if there's some way that I can do that, then and make it so that you get something out of it too, then I've done my job and I'm super happy about it. Check this out, y'all. Have you ever been worried about making sales? Has that ever happened to you? Where you're somebody who, shoot, man, maybe you found yourself in a position where it was approach anxiety, and you were talking to the person, and you're like, "Dang, man, um, what can I do to make it so that I'm not so worried about this person?" Because worry blocks creative thought. Worry prevents sales. Why are you worrying so much? If you've never thought about it before, worry doesn't just fade away. You got to take specific planned action if you're going to eliminate worry. You've got to take specific planned action if you're going to prevent its return. And it's a lot easier than you probably thought. So that's what we're going to talk about this morning. So if you got a couple seconds, rep your city. Let them know where you calling in from. Let them know what's up with you. What's up, Mark? Glad you made it in this morning, brother. Nyrate in the house. Let's get it. Let's get it. What's up, Lysandra? Hey, Kay. Glad you made it in. My man Jerry Ferguson is in the house. Let's go, Chanel. Let's get it, Corey. Glad you made it in this morning, brother. Taisha. Okay, YouTube gang checking in. Raina made it in. Let's go. Spread the word to a couple other entrepreneurs that you know, because this could be the training that changes everything for them. I'm about to give you 15 action areas to help you manage stress. Let me give you 15 action areas that'll help you manage this propensity you may have to worry. And I just want you to jot them down in your power book so that it's there for you when you need it. If you don't have a power book, that's a whole different subject. You got to grab one. I don't care if it's a zebra composition book that you get from Walgreens. You need to have something where you're collecting this information so that you can draw on it when you need it. It's neither here nor there, though. I'm here to serve. I want you to jot these down. If you're driving around, then go back and watch the replay and write them down because I'm about to give you specific planned actions that will help you eliminate and prevent stress. Way easier than you think. Here's the first one. Keep cool. Keep cool. Never let anybody see you sweat. Keep cool, y'all. You might be anxious on the inside, but you've got to be cool as a cucumber on the inside. Am I making sense to somebody out there? Somebody give it to me in the comments. Keep cool. Keep cool. If you act cool long enough, then what happens is eventually it won't be an act. You know what I'm saying to you? Eventually, what you're doing is it's training your mind. You're conditioning yourself so that when certain things happen, there's a certain reaction, and yours ain't the worry. Yours ain't to show doubt. Yours is more coolness. You understand that when emotions, somebody give me this in the comments. When emotions are high, intelligence is low. Somebody give it to me. When emotions are high, intelligence is low. Let's go. Everybody with me? Here's the second one. Here's the second thought I want you to have. Here's the second thought I want you to have if you're ready for it. Somebody ready? Say ready. Somebody first say, when emotions are high, intelligence is low. When emotions are high, intelligence is low. That's exactly right. Yes, exactly. When emotions are high, intelligence is low. Let's get it. When emotions are high, intelligence is low. Give it to them. That's right. When emotions are high, intelligence is low. Let's get it. All right, here's the second one I want you to write down. Self-talk equals self-performance. Self-talk equals self-performance. Look at any athlete in a ball game. If you look at my stories on Instagram, a lot of times I'm showing you these different clips of mindset, or I'll show you different athletes performing feats that are unimaginable to those who've never practiced before, right? The beauty of mindset is that self-talk equals self-performance. If you look at any athlete, which in my eyes are peak performance specialists, they're always talking to themselves. They're always encouraging themselves. Listen to me, millionaire. If you tell yourself you can do it, you can. If you tell yourself you can't do it, you never will. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're absolutely right. And here's the beauty: you control what you tell yourself. You control your belief system, and it's your belief system that becomes the anchor. Somebody give me this in the comments. Any fear you don't face becomes your limit. Any fear you don't face becomes your limit. That's important for you to write down. Any fear you don't face becomes your limit. If you tell yourself positive things, then the results are usually going to be positive. Because guess what? Ain't no such thing as failure. There's only feedback. And guess what? There's no way that you can lose as long as you learn. The most important conversations you will ever have, millionaire, are going to be the conversations you have with yourself. Number two is self-talk equals self-performance. Here's number three. Make your dominant thought a positive thought. Come on, give it to me. Make your dominant thought a positive thought. Somebody give it to me. Make your dominant thought a positive thought. Make your dominant thought a positive thought. Everybody with me? This is important. Millionaires, I can't tell you how many people slip on the daily because they don't understand the infinite creative power that they've been given. I need you to understand you were created by a creator to be creative. When we are told that we were made in his image, what you're understanding is that you were made to be a little mini version of the creator. He's the source, you're a resource. With all this power that's coursing through your veins, why would you make your dominant thought one of weakness? Somebody give it to me in the comments. Let the weak say, I am strong. Somebody give it to me. Let the weak say, I am strong. Whatever you tell yourself silently, your mind only hears the dominant thought. Millionaires, I want you to understand your job is to tell yourself what to do, not what not to do. And that's in other words, if you making an affirmation, it's not something like I'm gonna stop being mean to people. Or if you're in sales, you don't say something like, okay, Haziq, don't tell them the price. Don't tell them the price. Don't tell them the price, right? Nah. What you want to say to yourself is, hey, let me remind him how he'll benefit from owning my product. Or maybe I say to myself, hey, make sure you remember to serve before you deserve. Or I say to myself, hey, once you become valuable, you'll become powerful. You see what I'm doing there? I'm making my dominant thought a positive thought. I'm making sure that my dominant thought is based and rooted in something I can control. Millionaires, if you will understand how to drop the don't, right? If you'll understand or remember the dominant thought, you'll tell the prospect exactly what they need instead of worrying about yourself. Millionaires, what not to do creates worry. What not to do creates stress and pressure. What to do creates positive, solution based activity. Am I making sense? Here's the fourth one. We got like 15 of these. So I'm about to run through this, but I want you to jot these down. Here's the fourth one. Consider all options and list all possible solutions. This is a great creative exercise, y'all. This is an awesome creative exercise. Why ain't nobody tell me I still had the wrong thing up on the screen? Why y'all ain't tell me I still had the check-in joint up? That means y'all sharing it with people and they're like, "What is this, check-in time?" No. The name of today's training is 15 ways to sell worry-free. That's what's going on here. Alright, y'all just let me be out there, man. Friends like these. That's right, that's right. Let the weak say, "I am strong." Let the weak say, "I am strong." You see what we did there? We used that "I am" thing, right? But number 4 is consider all options and list the possible solutions. When you have all the options in front of you, I put it to you like this. Albert Einstein said, "A problem clearly defined is 80% solved." Somebody give me that in the comments. A problem clearly defined is 80% solved. Albert Einstein said that. The man won the Nobel Peace Prize in his mid-20s. He probably has a bit of a thought process that we can learn from, and what he said was, "A problem clearly defined is 80% solved." So what I'm saying is, if you wanna be worry-free, consider all the options and then list the possible solutions. Here's the 5th one. Say no to achieve more. Say no to achieve more. Millionaires, being spread too thin causes worry. Bottom line. Sometimes you're gonna have to say no to get more yeses. That's the bottom line. Here's number 6. Limit your expectations. This will also help you stay worry-free. Take one bite at a time. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Millionaires, how do you take a journey of 1,000 miles? One step at a time. Millionaires, gain one victory at a time. Make one sale at a time. Because I know you want 1,000 clients during tax season, but you know what comes before 1,000? 10. You know what comes between 10 and 1,000? 100. You know what comes between 100 and 1,000? Look, 200, 300, 4. What I'm saying is one at a time, one at a time. Inch by inch, anything's a cinch. By the yard, anything can get hard. Making sense? So what we're saying is say no so you can achieve more is number 5. Limit your expectations is number 6. Here's number 7. Find a friend who will listen without prejudice. Now that's kind of deep. Find a friend who will listen to you, but I'm saying listen without prejudice. I'm talking about a confidant. I'm talking about maybe it's not a coach, maybe it's not but maybe you find a mentor. Maybe you talk to somebody who's already achieved what it is you're trying to do. And this is important because if I find a friend who will listen without prejudice, and I'm talking to them about my relationship and they're single, I mean, they're single and miserable, or maybe they're single and happy, regardless. Maybe that ain't the person I talk to about my relationship. You get what I'm saying? Maybe I want to talk to somebody who's already achieved what I'm trying to do. Can't tell you how many people are in companies where there are salespeople. There's always going to be a top performing salespeople, a top performing salesperson. You know what most do? They walk by that guy. You know what most do? They leave the meeting. Here's the top guy. Here's them. Here's the rest of the people. And somehow they forget to let it click in their head. I should be taking this guy to lunch. I should be taking this guy to dinner. I should be taking this guy out for coffee so I can pick his brain. Millionaires. Only thing separating you from where you are and where you want to be is something you don't know. Why wouldn't I find a mentor who's already achieved what I'm trying to do and make them accountability partner? I told one of my students yesterday that was talking over somebody that was a huge corporate executive in a company, and I said, listen, let them know you want to be the biggest. Hashtag the biggest, right? Rick Ross voice. And check it out. Make them your accountability partner. Ask them to be your accountability partner on your journey to the top. She thought that was great advice. I don't know if she followed it or not. I'm just repeating it to y'all because I thought it was pretty good. Millionaires, always find somebody who's better than you at what it is you're trying to do. They've been there, done that, and got the t-shirt. Kick it with them. Holla at them. Because the only difference between you and next year, you, is the books you read and the people you meet. Here's number 8. Millionaires, have a little hobby. That's number 8. Have a small hobby. What do I mean by that? Sometimes you need something that takes your mind off the sales situation because you just really like to do it. It allows you to limit your time. I'm talking about little stuff like music. Maybe there's certain songs you like, you got a playlist you put on when you're gonna get hyped, or maybe you write music. Maybe you love writing songs or writing poetry or something like that. Millionaires. Maybe it's reading. Maybe it's listening to humor. Maybe it's some kinda hobby like jogging. Maybe it's something that you do to clear your head for new ideas and new attitudes. What I'm saying to you is that have something that gives you a break. It's gonna help you learn quicker, it's gonna help your resilience grow stronger, it's gonna help you be more in the moment when it's time for you to get back to doing what it is you do. Millionaires, I can't stress enough, and I know it's sorta unorthodox advice, but I learned this in an accelerated learning program that I was in, where it basically taught you not just speed reading, but speed learning. And believe it or not, one of the main tenets of their program is that you study for 45 minutes and take a 15-minute break. Every hour, you should be studying for 45 and then taking a 15-minute break. That 15-minute break is a perfect time for you to do one of these small hobbies. Somebody with me? If you're ready for number 9, give me a number 9 and a share. Y'all still with me? Y'all still with me? Yeah, have a small hobby. Yeah, the only thing that's gonna separate you, precious, is the books you read and the people you meet. That's an absolute fact. Somebody give it to me. Somebody give it to me. Have a small hobby. Somebody give it to me. Have a small hobby. Let's go, Dennis. Let's go, Dennis. Okay, Moral, glad you're here. Glad you're here. Instagram checking in this morning. I love that. My man Don in the house. Let's go. Come on, y'all. Exactly, Aish. Exactly. Find a friend who'll listen without prejudice. Let's go. Find a friend who'll listen without prejudice. Tani, what's up, Tani? Tanisha in the house. Let's go. All right. Y'all ready? We still rocking? Everybody with me? All right. Exercise every morning. Exercise every morning. Last year, I kinda got off my grind, y'all. For a while, every single morning, you'd see me leaving the gym in my stories on Instagram and stuff like that. But somewhere along the line, I got caught up in office life. You put it off one day, next thing you know, you're putting it off 3 days. Next thing you know, you're like, "You know what? Imma go back next week, but Imma really knock this out in the office." You know what I'm saying? And you mess that up. Check it out. No. Exercise every single morning. Get your adrenaline flowing, get your mind pumped up for a great day. Have a way to expel all this cortisol, that's the stress hormone in your body. Millionaires exercise every single morning. Here's number 10. You are what you eat. You are what you eat. I feel like this month is a great time for me to keep it real with you. This would be a great time to start a new habit. Check it out. Stop eating food that adversely affects you. Cut things like fat, cut things like sugar, cut things like caffeine out your diet, right? Everybody with me? If you believe that, somebody give it to me in the comments. You are what you eat. You are what you eat. Somebody feel like playing along? You are what you eat, baby. You are what you eat. Me and Jamaica were just not joking yesterday. Where Jamaica at? We have a friend who we caught eating McDonald's and we shamed her. I want to encourage y'all to do that. Shame the people into being shame them into doing the right thing. No, I'm just playing. You see what I'm saying, though? You are what you eat. Somebody give it to me. You are what you eat. Let's go. You are what you eat. You are what you eat. Let's go. You are what you eat. You are what you eat. Let's go. Everybody with me? Yeah, you are what you eat. That's exactly right. You are what you eat. You are what you eat. Let's go. Everybody with me? Okay, here's number 11. Write everything down. Write everything down. If you write it down, you can focus on the action instead of remembering. Somebody give it to me. A short pencil is better than the longest memory. A short pencil is better than the longest memory. I can't tell you how powerful a technique it is for you to take notes on your clients. It's going to help you stop worrying. I got this technique from my mentor who went on tour with George Bush Sr. And They would have like 3 and 4 month breaks between their dates. For those that don't know, my mentor's name is Mr. Les Brown, right? Probably the most Googled person on the planet, probably the most searched person on YouTube, Les Brown, right? You should look up some of his speeches if you've never done it before. Just type his name in YouTube, you'll see. Point I'm making is he was talking about how they were on this tour, and there'd be 3 or 4 months in between the tours, and they meet up in this one spot, and Mr. Bush comes over to him and just like, "Les," and starts bigging him up, asking him about his daughter, asking him about his book projects, and he's feeling wow because he's like, "I haven't seen this guy in 3 or 4 months. I don't remember anything that we talked about, not really, especially not enough to ask about it in person and in specific." And then he walks away and he turns to Barbara Bush. He's like, "That was amazing. How did he do that?" And then Barbara smiles at him and says, well, George has cultivated an incredible memory for this stuff. And also, George cheats. Whenever George walks away from the person, he pulls out their business card or his little black book and he jots down all of these notes from the conversation. Then, whenever he thinks he's going to see the person again in real life, he studies those notes. She started laughing and said, "It's really cool when you're trying to raise money or you have a son that might want to run for president." What's my point? My bigger point is that George Bush Sr. was the director of the CIA, the Central Intelligence Agency. What am I saying? I'm saying they topple governments. They build empires on the backs of the bloodied and broken, and it's all through the power of rapport. And if the master rapport, I'm talking about the director of the CIA, the top spy in the world, believes that they should write everything down. What the heck are you doing talking about you want to be a better salesperson, a better entrepreneur? I mean, come on, let's use some of these techniques we got. Millionaires, a short pencil is better than the longest memory. Write everything down. Here's number 12. This is my mantra for this year. Stay organized. Stay organized. That's the 12th one. There's a peace of mind that comes with it, y'all. That's the 12th one. Somebody say, stay organized. Millionaires, you're 100% more productive when everything's organized. There's this general that did a huge commencement speech. I can't remember his name. It'll come to me. He's a really big, legendary five-star general, and his whole premise is make your bed every morning. He was like the most important thing you can do for your day is to make your bed every single morning. I dare you try it. Stay organized. You eliminate getting mad. You eliminate getting stressed when you can't find something. Also, your mind is like a supercomputer, not just because it can do calculations really quickly and keep your heart beating and your eyes blinking so your eyeballs don't dry out, et cetera, so forth. Also, it's like a supercomputer in that if you open up too many tabs on your computer, then a lot of times it starts to slow down, starts to draw on your memory. It starts to draw and demean and debilitate your capacity, right? Check it out. Same thing happens to your mind. Shut down some of those tabs, finish some of those activities, close some of those loops. You're going to get 100% more productive. But the topic of this is worrying less. You're going to worry way less. That brings us to number 13, sleep restfully. Check it out. If you've written everything down, you're already organized, you can rest. Otherwise, you're going to toss and turn. Try thinking of fun stuff you did when you was a little kid, right? Start thinking about your last vacation or your next vacation. All I'm saying is concentrate your thoughts on anything except your worries. Here's number 14 I got for you along those lines. And you see how each one was giving me an idea for another one. For millionaires, this is important. I don't know if you've ever tried it, but meditate for 10 minutes a day. You Buddha famously said, everybody's got 10 minutes to meditate. And if you don't, you need 20. You need 20. What is he saying? What is he saying by that? He's saying it's just that important. But meditation ain't got to be you floating in midair like a monk. You can try a little baby form of meditation just by reading a short passage from something peaceful. It can be devotional. It can be, you know, some sort of personal development type of thing that you're jumping into. You can get a meditation app so you get in the mood. But then what you're going to do is focus your thoughts on success. But then when you get really good at it, you're just focusing your thoughts on not thinking. You're focusing your thoughts on your breathing. You're focusing your thoughts of the flame of the candle you just lit, but just try it. Maybe this is the year you finally try it. Here's number 15. You ready? Learn something new every day. We almost out of here, but y'all, I'm so proud of you for being here this morning. I'm so proud of you for participating in Good Morning Millionaire because one of the goals for you every single day should be to learn something new. Millionaires, you're a part of nature, and here's how it works with nature. You only growing or dying, baby. You can only grow or you can die. So if you would just decide you're going to grow every day, I don't care if it's a podcast. I don't care if it's Good Morning Millionaire and you make this a part of your experience every single morning. What I'm saying is, if you will just spend 30 minutes a day on a specific topic, let's say like sales, or let's say like human nature, let's say like negotiation, let's say prospecting, let's say something that allows us to market better, you'll become an expert in 5 years. Now, check it out. The 5 years is going to pass regardless. And check it out. Other people already have the knowledge, so you know it's possible for you to gain it too. But what you got to do is expose yourself to it. Learning something new every single day gives you a chance to practice it as soon as you gain the knowledge. And here's a little bonus for you. It's not about the money. It's not about the lack of it. Money's not the problem. You might think it is, but you're wrong. Money's a symptom, millionaire. The problem is you haven't earned enough of it. So stop blaming lack of money and start making plans to make more or spend less. Everybody with me? So I hope that was helpful. If you got something out of that, give me some money bags. After taking action, you got to still let the worry go mentally, right? If this helped you drop some money bags, you're about to take it to Instagram. It's time to do some affirmations. I hope y'all are with me this morning. Somebody give it to me. Oh, you're so welcome. Let's get it. We here every single morning, right? Let's get it. It's affirmation time. Y'all can come and rock with us on Instagram, Mr. Haziq Ali. Mr. Haziq Ali. And millionaires, there's one that I left out, but it's huge. It's a huge rapport building technique, but it's just something that adds to your quality of life. Millionaire, smile. It's contagious. First of all, you smile at somebody, they naturally smile back. Sets a good mood internally, sets a good mood externally, right? It's a prerequisite if you're going to be an entrepreneur, either with a sales staff or you're dealing face to face with customers. Millionaires, if you will just smile every day for 30 days, it's going to become a habit. Why worry? And remember, either your mind has to expand to match your goals, or your goals will just start to shrink to match your mind. Y'all come on and meet me over there on Instagram. We're about to do our affirmations real quick, and it starts now. So come on and meet us over there. All right.